what is up? Today I am going to go over these 8 tips that are bulletproof to balance your hormones and help you burn fat effortlessly. And these are the same exact strategies that I have used to coach thousands of women in reclaiming their health, getting results, and ditching symptoms, as well as that I've used myself to lose over 50 pounds. And now these 8 tips are a game changer, and these strategies are amazing, but keep in mind that you don't need to implement every single one of them to get results. And in fact, you should really focus on choosing 1 to 2 habits that you can implement at a time for best results and to ensure that you can keep that for life. But I'm telling you, just these small changes and shifts in how you approach your health are going to lead to huge results when it comes to boosting your metabolic health, balancing your hormones, and ensuring that your body can burn fat effortlessly. And who doesn't want that? If you're new to my channel, my name is Tasha Stevens. I'm an integrative clinical nutritionist, hormone expert, but I have coached thousands of women in reclaiming their health, ditching their symptoms, and getting to the root cause of their symptoms by changing their approach to nutrition and fitness. And in doing so, they've been able to get amazing results, life-changing results without dieting, restriction, deprivation. So let's dive on into that very first tip. So this one's my favorite by far, and it's drinking water with lemon right when you wake up. So when you wake up, you're first dehydrated, and what happens is water aids in mobilizing digestion and pulling water to the bowels. But that introduction of lemon actually stimulates pancreatic and liver function to improve digestive enzymes so that you can easily break down nutrients all throughout the day. So starting your day with just 8 ounces of water with lemon, easy and game changer. My second favorite tip is prioritizing protein at every meal and even meal prepping that protein ahead of time. Protein is the building block for hormones. And if you're not eating enough protein, that can lead to hormonal disruption, system disruption, and breakdown of your muscle. And less muscle means that your body's not burning as much fat. So making sure that you have protein as the staple of each and every meal and picking your meals around your protein is so easy to implement. For example, you say that you want to have chicken for lunch, and then from there you just pick your carb and your vegetable to go with it. And you can even pre-prep chicken or any type of protein ahead of time to ensure you always have it on hand. That next is turning off any blue light 1 hour before bed. Blue light exposure actually impedes your body's ability to make natural melatonin. What happens when you have blue light from a screen is that it spikes your cortisol, and you need cortisol to be at a low enough threshold to ensure that melatonin production can happen. And melatonin is what helps you feel sleepy, helps you fall asleep, and helps you stay asleep. So by reducing your exposure to your TV, to your phone, 1 hour before bed, it can improve natural melatonin production and ensure that you sleep better, which is essential for hormone health and metabolic health. So try something like just reading a book or even meditating before bed. That fourth tip is making sure that you get 10 minutes of sunshine each and every day. The sun is healing, and that's why there's such a thing as sunshine therapy. You get vitamin D from the sun, which is actually both a hormone as well as a nutrient, and it's an essential nutrient to precursor development for other hormones such as progesterone. You can also improve your dopamine and serotonin production by exposure to sunlight. So focus on getting 10 minutes of sunshine exposure each and every day, and it can be broken up. Bonus is if you get 10 minutes of sunshine exposure right when you first wake up, because it can also help to improve your cortisol and melatonin production and ensure that you have a improved and healthier circadian rhythm. That fifth tip is making sure that you pick your phase foods at the start of every day. So as you know, that you have different nutrient needs to match your hormonal cycle. And so each and every day you might need different foods to best support hormone production. So rather than trying to scramble at the beginning of the day while you're having your coffee or your breakfast, pick the 3 foods that you are going to prioritize. And you can even do this ahead of time. Make sure that you're on your grocery list, have them set aside, and ensure that you check it off once you do so you can reward yourself. That 6th tip that not many people know about is actually taking a 5-minute walk after every meal. After you eat, your blood sugar typically is higher because you have all of this extra energy. Insulin is released to help reallocate that blood sugar, but if your insulin reactivity is poor, and insulin doesn't do its job effectively, it can lead to crazy disruption in your blood sugar and increase your body's ability and desire to store it as fat. But by walking after your meal, you can improve insulin reactivity and help insulin do the job that it's designed to do and reallocate that blood sugar effectively. And this walk can be as simple as just walking up and down the stairs or walking around your house and getting up and moving right after that meal. That 7th tip is making sure that you eat fermented foods each and every day. Your gut bacteria is essential for hormone balance and nutrient absorption. And so if your gut is disrupted, if your bacteria in your gut are not happy, it can lead to poor nutrient absorption. It can lead to poor estrogen filtration out of the body. It can lead to poor serotonin and dopamine production, the works. So eating foods that promote the growth of healthy bacteria is essential. And so fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha, yogurt, kefir, they all contain live bacteria cultures that when you consume them, they can colonize in your belly. Pro tip is eating those fermented foods with high fiber, because fiber is what your bacteria feed on. So you're basically eating your bacteria and then giving them a meal to survive and thrive on. And now this 8th tip is making sure that you add in cycle synced strength training. And let me be very specific on that. Strength training is the only form of exercise that you can simultaneously balance hormones and burn fat. And what happens is strength training improves testosterone production, estrogen balance, insulin reactivity. And also strength training adds lean mass. And the more muscle that you have, the more your body shifts your composition and gets rid of fat cells, and you have a higher burn rate. About every 1 pound of lean mass equates to an extra 50 calories burned on average. So making sure that you not only add in strength training, but you match your strength training intensities, meaning your rep ranges, your sets, the type of workouts that you do to your hormonal cycle, ensures that you don't overstress your body and you optimize your metabolic capacity. Now, the key to long-term success with this is making sure that you focus on habit change. It's taken you a lifetime to get where you're at today. And so it's going to take you a lifetime to unlearn some bad habits, or even more than a month to really implement these habits successfully. And so it's really easy. And what a lot of people do is they get so excited, they try to implement everything all at once, and then they don't stick when life gets stressful. But rather, if you focus on just 1 to 2 habits that you can implement each and every week, you can ensure that you can adapt that habit to meet your life's changing demands, and you can see success long term. Now, if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe, and even share which habits that you plan to work on in the comments below.